Hi, everybody. Kimberly here. Let's talk. Who wants to talk? What do you want to talk about? Does anybody want to talk about what happened with court today? The news? It's like raining like cats and dogs here in San Diego. So, anyways, who wants to talk? I love this filter. Hello, hello, hello. Anybody out there? Let's see. What else is on? News, and news. We'll be right back, they said. See, I'm watching TV. And that's what it says. Hello, how are you? Hello, thank you for joining. Hello, hello. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. Hello. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Hello, Johnny. Hello, Mark. Hello, Devil. Hello, Cindy. Hello, Jose. Thomas. Hello, everybody. Hello. I'm in San Diego, California. Even if it says New York. I love New York because that's where my grandparents are actually from. Buffalo and Queens. So do we have any people here in the house from Buffalo or Queens? I heard it's really, really snowing there. Sort of like my filter. I sort of like this filter. I look like a character. Was it cartoon character? So what are you guys all up to? At least I'm not that guy that's saying, real. When I'm fake. So what are you guys all up to? Anything new, interesting? It's a new year. Can you believe it's 2023? But it's not for everybody because there's different cultures that celebrate different times. It just is here in the United States and other parts of the world. So what are you guys all up to? What's new? What's been, are you guys following the case of BCK? I guess they're calling him Turtle now. Are you guys following Turtle? I guess he's really, really a slow turtle. But I guess he's not really that slow because if you think about it, look what he did. But yeah, I don't really want to talk about that. So let's talk about something positive. So what have you beautiful people been up to? It's only Tuesday. Can you guys only believe it's only Tuesday? This whole day I thought was Wednesday. Have you ever done that? Gone all day thinking it's a day like the day before, or the day after. And then you're like, oh, shit. Or poop, I'm a day ahead or I'm a day behind. And then you're like really behind the next day. And then when you wake up, then you're like, oh, start all over. It's this new day. I should put my neck brace on because my neck is bothering me for the last couple days. But I hate to call the doctor because you know what the doctors do? Okay, we'll do shots. Aren't you going through PT? Aren't you getting ready for surgery? Yeah, but it hurts. Now, they don't care though. The only thing they care about is money. I wish I had money like a doctor, but I don't, But if I did have money, I would share. I think that's the reason why I don't have money is because I'm too generous. I don't know. How many other people are the same way? Hello. Welcome joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Yes, I have a filter on. So if you guys are going, wow, she's a cartoon character. I knew she wasn't real. Well, yeah, I'm using a cartoon filter. Yes. And maybe when I'm having a good day, I won't use a filter. But I was on live earlier in my truck because I drive a truck. I like trucks. My grandfather gave that to me before he passed. It's a really nice Toyota. I'm not supposed to say that. Sorry. It's a really nice truck, a vehicle. I don't want to go against TikTok. So we got to, get that right, So what have you all been up to? What's new? Do you guys like the new year starting already? Because if you guys leave something like a comment, then I could actually, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Work off of it? Or if you invite me, I could actually go live with somebody. You want to go live with me? We could go live and talk about whatever. Probably my filter, but it's okay. I like this filter. La la la, la 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 la. Someone says I look like a, well, not on here, another thing. Okay, it's telling me to do something. Holiday something. What is this? Do I hit it? What do I do? Weekend match. And well, it's not the weekend. Hey, we're on! It's the news. Well, it's law and crime.
Hey there, everybody, and welcome to the Law and Crime Trial Network. I'm Jesse Weber, and thanks for
So if you guys are hearing that,
extradition
that's what it is.
For Bryan Kohberger. That is going to take place in
I don't know if I should change this, if I should leave it alone. So, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you. So, you guys are going to be hearing him, so.
Now, the 28-year-old grad student from Washington State University
I don't get him.
was arrested and named a
What the
suspect in
hell?
the University of Idaho student murders case last
Why do
Friday.
people do what they
Four
do?
students are believed to have
I
been
don't
stabbed
get
to
it.
death in the early
I
morning
don't
hours
get
of
it.
November
Do you
13th,
get it?
likely
No, I don't
asleep
get it.
at the time. Law
I don't
and Crime has been
understand
on
people.
top of this case from the very beginning.
I wish I could understand you, but I don't understand you.
Now, before I introduce my panel and get into some of our viewer questions,
Me,
again,
me,
we
me,
would
me,
love for
me,
you to
me,
submit
me,
answers
me,
to the
me,
questions
me,
to
me,
us
me,
on Twitter
me, me,
and
me, me,
to
me.
our Facebook.
Me,
We'll
me,
try our
me,
best to
me,
answer
me,
any
me,
on
me,
the air.
me, me, me,
Here's
me,
the
me,
report
me, me,
from
me,
Sierra
me,
herself.
me, 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 me,
The
me, me.
University of Idaho murderer
Me, me,
will
me, me,
appear
me,
in
me,
front of a
me,
judge
me, me.
and the world today in Monroe County, Pennsylvania. Suspect 28-year-old Bryan Christopher Kohberger will appear this afternoon for an extradition hearing. As Law and Crime Network reported, Kohberger was arrested in the early morning hours of Friday at his parents' home in
How are
Albrightsville,
you?
Pennsylvania. That's not far from where we are here in Monroe County. But
Can I not
more
comment
recently,
back? I guess I
Kohberger was a
cannot.
PhD candidate at
Hello,
Washington
welcome
State
everybody.
University. His apartment there in
Yes, I'm a
Washington
character
State is not a
today.
far drive from the
Just
University of
because I just
Idaho.
got,
Or
you know,
the
I couldn't
Albrightsville
believe
where
that
four students were found brutally stabbed to death back in November.
TikTok actually took me down because they said that it was violent. And I was in my car talking about my mother. I don't get it. What do you guys think, that she's violent? My mom's not violent. Sorry.
Speaking of Kohberger's parents, we're also learning that Kohberger's father recently flew from Pennsylvania over to Washington to drive with his son cross-country back here to the East Coast. During that more than 2,000-mile road trip, Kohberger's father said he didn't notice anything suspicious or off about his son. Kohberger's family, though, has since released a statement saying they send their remorse to the family members of the victims and that they're hoping this can play out in the legal system. As for Kohberger's public defender, he says his client hopes to soon be exonerated and that he is not fighting extradition. He also reminds the public that Kohberger is innocent until proven guilty and that this should not be tried in the court of public opinion. So what can we expect from this extradition hearing this afternoon? Kohberger will appear in front of a judge at about 3:30, and the hearing isn't expected to be very long. He isn't fighting the extradition, meaning he could be back in Idaho as early as this evening. After that, Kohberger will appear in front of a Latah County judge, and it's then that a now sealed affidavit will likely be unsealed. Then we will likely learn more information about the investigation and what led up to Kohberger's arrest. For now, though, we will continue to follow this ever-developing case, bringing you the latest details as they unfold. Reporting in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, Sierra Gillespie, Law and Crime Network.
All right, great reporting there by Sierra. I'm joined right now this hour by Law and Crime's and Jeanette Levy, who is outside the Latah County Courthouse. I'm also joined by retired FBI Special Agent Jennifer Coffindaffer, who's been following this case from the beginning, and criminologist Dr. Debbie Goodman. It's great to have you all here. I'd like to get right into the viewer questions from social media, YouTube, because there really people have an interest in this case. And Jeanette, I'm going to start with you. This is from Sway from YouTube. I'm actually going to read you Sway's question and then hit you with a question of my own. So the first question from Sway is, when is the trial likely to take place? I'll tell you, probably not for quite some time.
March.
The question I will pose to you is, will there be cameras allowed in Idaho for all these proceedings as they progress?
Well, Jesse, I think that it would be a very, very long time. I mean, we haven't even seen Bryan Kohberger served with the complaint in this case. That won't happen until he arrives back in Idaho. So we are a long, long way away from a trial if this case even gets that far. And it appears it may, because he is maintaining his innocence at this point in time. So it could take years, actually. Think about the amount of discovery, the evidence that would have to be turned over in this case. It would be voluminous, with 300 police interviews, reams of video footage that were turned over to police, crime lab results, crime scene photos, all kinds of things that would need to be turned over. And I was saying earlier, I think it would be terabytes of evidence and information that would be turned over. We're here at the courthouse in Latah County, Jesse, and this is where Bryan Kohberger would make his initial appearance, and the jail is here as well. So we're a long way away from a trial, of course. But it's going to take a long time, I think, for this case to make its way through the courts. And I forgot your second question, Jesse, if you could just
it was about if there's going to be cameras allowed. Are we going to see anything as this progresses in Idaho?
Oh, right. Well, we certainly hope so, at least for the initial appearance. And cameras are allowed in the courtrooms in Idaho, but there is some wording in the statute that allows for the judge, if he or she sees fit, to bar cameras from the courtroom. We saw that happen in the Daybell case.
Hello, how are you?
We're hoping that doesn't happen in this case. This is a case that has tremendous public interest, not only here in the United States, but overseas as well. So we certainly hope that cameras will be allowed in the courtroom throughout this case.
Jennifer, let me go to you.
Thank you.
This question that we have from Atharia from YouTube.
I love flowers.
There's so much we don't officially know, right? There's been reports about how he was apprehended, the use of DNA, the use of genealogical websites like we've seen in the Jerry Burns case of the Golden State Killer. So let me just preface that. We still don't have confirmation on how he was positively identified. But having said that, the question we have from Atharia from YouTube is, how could the defense team challenge the genealogy connection in this case?
Well, they could challenge it if, as an example, he was actually there.
Listen to her.
Listen. For a party or was in there for some other reason. So they could possibly say that, listen, of course his DNA was there. He was there on another occasion. And I think that is the biggest concern that personally I have as this case plays out.
So Dr. Debbie Goodman, I go to you now. Again, this is pure speculation at this point, but people have a lot of questions. Let's say, again, we don't know the evidence against him, but this is from Goofy Girl from YouTube, which I'll say not a goofy question. The question from Goofy Girl is, any chance he'll plead guilty? This is the part that I find interesting. Do these types ever do that? So assuming he actually did do that, have your experience with someone in this case plead guilty to this?
Yes, thank you, Jesse, for that question and from the viewer who submitted it. So I feel strongly that he will not plead guilty. Why? Because even a most recent statement that he made to his public defender, and the statement from this suspect is that, oh, I am certain I will be exonerated. Well, to say that type of verbiage for me as a criminologist is very different than saying I'm certain that I'm innocent, I didn't do this crime. So because of his knowledge, even as a PhD student, these become very intense, immersive types of academic programs. So I believe, knowing now of his intellect and his background, he has something in his back pocket that potentially he thinks, through his reading, through his research, all of the planning and premeditation and decision making that had to go into this atrocity, I do not see him pleading guilty.
Yeah,
I don't either.
The question of why has come up so much, speculating about his background.
I think the reason why is because he got
we have a question,
basically rejected.
From Be a Shiner, Not a Whiner from YouTube.
I think the reason why this person did what he did, it's not about why he did it. It's because he did it because of rejection. I think he was rejected by one of these girls, or maybe even the guy. Who knows if he's not gay? I mean, we're always assuming that he's straight, What if he's gay and he had a crush on Ethan and Ethan's like, dude, I'm straight. I have a girlfriend. I don't go that way. And then he's like offended and he went after Ethan. We don't know everything. We just assume, and yeah, assuming is like an ass, and you're making an ass out of yourself and everybody else. But I did that already. If you guys watched my one YouTube with the guy with the screen with the laptop, who knows if that's him or not? But it's just the fact that this person talked so badly about a crime. You know, that who knows if he did or didn't, or if it was or wasn't. I'm just saying. But anywho, thanks for the roses, you guys. That was so sweet of you. I love roses. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I try to give hearts back by saying thank you. So thank you. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, I really do love this filter. I wish I would. Well, I don't wish I was a character because I don't want someone drawing me or making me up, you know. But that's my thoughts on that person. I think that this person's very disturbing. BCK. And then someone got mad at me for giving him the initials, and now everybody's using his initials, but I call him BK. I don't use his center initial. Doesn't deserve it. Doesn't even deserve a human name. Deserves a freaking another name, because the victim should be well known, not this person who did the crime. You know, the victims didn't ask to be famous. He, on the other hand, made them famous. That's the sad part, you know. I mean, it's not sad that they're famous now. It's sad how they became famous. So, but that's just my thoughts. I am going to go, you guys. I do love you guys for all the flowers. Thank you so very much. You're so sweet. And do tune in. I will probably be going live on Thursday. I'm trying to do more videos. And hopefully I will do more about this person and go from there. And all my people who follow me, thank you, and I love you, and have a blessed, beautiful day. The universe is yours. Love you guys.